Positioned as the economic, industrial, and commercial capital of Nigeria, Lagos has a huge number of artisans and micro, small and medium enterprises (MSMEs) concentrated in the state. Interestingly, these groups are considered as the bedrock of the economy. However, as important as they are in the production value chain, access to finance has been a huge challenge as entrepreneurs grapple with the problem of establishing and running their businesses. Unfriendly interest rates policy with a harsh economic environment has forced many MSMEs to shut down, while others are operating on the margins. In addressing this challenge, Governor Akinwumi Ambode in his inaugural address introduced the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund (LSETF), which is a 25 billion naira seed fund to empower micro, small and medium businesses with generous interest rates. In the year 2017, the administration moved further to establish Ibile Microfinance Bank to serve as the main disbursement vehicle for Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, deepen microfinance services and expand opportunities for artisans as well as small, medium and micro enterprises. Tonight, State on Focus takes on the Managing Director, Ibile Microfinance Bank, Mr. Adegboyega Kazeem, as he sheds light on the establishment and operations of the bank.
Can you tell us what informed the establishment of Ibile Microfinance Bank?
The establishment of Ibile Microfinance Bank was born out of a strong desire by the Lagos State Governor, His Excellency Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, to provide accessible finance to the residents of Lagos State. It's also in line with the strong desire of the current administration to ensure that there is poverty alleviation as well as to bring about a reduction in unemployment in Lagos State.
Thank you, sir. Can you tell us the vision of the agency?
Our vision is very simple. It's to be the preferred provider of first-class microfinance banking services in Lagos State.
How have you been able to implement this vision, or better put, how is it implementing the vision?
By focusing on bringing about a strong model of delivering banking services to the general public, also using technology and our strong relationship with Lagos State to bring about poverty alleviation and reduce unemployment amongst Lagos State residents.
Now, the banking sector has a lot of services that they provide and a lot of packages. Can you tell us your services and the different packages you have?
Ibile Microfinance Bank is a full-service provider of microfinance banking services. In fact, I can make good to say that even though we've just been in operations for since June 2017, we provide some of the best-in-class and very competitive banking services in the Lagos State today. So we provide savings products as well as loan products for our customers, as well as providing access to a wide variety of service channels for our customers to enjoy those services.
I want you to give us more knowledge as an expert shape what you call the bouquet of financial solutions.
Ibile Microfinance Bank has been set up with a very robust banking platform. It's called Bank One, and that enables us to deliver a wide range of services to meet the needs of our various customers. And why we've put that solution in place is to make sure that we can offer value to our customers, because to ensure that our services are comparable with what customers can obtain even in commercial banks. So we've put in place a strong bouquet of financial solutions. We want our customers not to be able to differentiate our services between a microfinance bank and a commercial bank. But of course, it must meet what we like to call the three-pronged test. It must be convenient, it must be flexible, and it must be affordable.
Now let me come to what you said: convenient, affordable,
and flexible.
What are the range of products covered under affordable, home convenient, and appliance financing?
We have a whole bouquet of services under that particular product. That product essentially does is to provide finance to a whole range of Lagos State residents, be they civil servants, salary owners, artisans, barbers, fashion designers who have the desire to acquire household products like refrigerators, televisions, and kitchen appliances like washing machines and other items. So what we do is that we provide them very competitive interest rates and fast and affordable service to make sure that they can finance those products to achieve their own aspirations as well.
From what you're saying, sir, or from what I can get, you're sounding like a cooperative society. What about the structured cooperative and group lending facility?
I would say we are much more than a cooperative society because we provide more. A cooperative society essentially just collects funds from its members and lends it back to its members in an affordable manner. But we go well beyond that because we are established by the Lagos State government and owned by the Lagos State government, but we are also under the supervision of the Central Bank and the NDIC. So what that means is that we have a license to source deposits from the general public. And because we are a financial institution in every sense of the word, we are licensed by the Central Bank of Nigeria to operate. We can provide, unlike a cooperative bank, which doesn't have the ability to source funds in a cheap and efficient manner and distribute to other people, we can source funds from the general public and from a wide variety of sources and provide those funds for our customers to enable them enjoy our services. So in addition to what we do in terms of access to savings products with very competitive interest rates, as well as giving them access to loan products, in addition to individuals, we also provide them access to group loans. We have a particular product called Ibile Sure Together, which is one of our accessible group loans. And we've actually made that accessible to a wide range of associations and cooperatives in Lagos State. So currently, amongst our customers today are taxi associations, fashion designers, and a whole group of associations that we're working with. We're also currently working with the Lagos Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment to provide support to the artisans who are registered under the Lagos State Corporation of Trades and Artisans, to provide support to them. And there are over 20,000 of those people registered with that association. And so we're working hand in hand with the ministry to provide access to affordable finance and other services for those particular group of people.
Well, you took the next question out of my mouth. I was going to ask who are the kind of, what kind of people benefit from your services? So aside the taxi drivers and the hairdressers, could you tell us other people that benefit from it?
Thank you for that question. As long as you're a resident in Lagos State and you live, work, and run your business in Lagos State, then Ibile Microfinance Bank can provide services for you. As I noted earlier, in addition to the fact that we offer these savings and deposit products, of course, we offer a whole range of services. So regardless of whether you're an artisan or somebody that is economically active, or you're a small-scale enterprise, which is well established or fairly well established, but is having problem gaining finance, we can provide you with services. So our range of services ranges from the one-man entrepreneur, like a barber, a fashion designer, an artisan, an electrician, a plumber, to fairly well-established medium-scale enterprises that are already in operations, but are looking for ways to grow their business. So as long as you fall within that group and you currently live, reside, and work in Lagos State, we are able to offer you a full bouquet of products and services.
So how can they benefit? What are the things they need to put in place so that they can benefit from your services?
Well, very simply, as long as you're economically active. Because even though we're a microfinance bank and essentially the aim of being set up is to ensure that we provide accessible finance to the small and medium scale sector, which are typically financially disadvantaged. In order to make sure that we are able to provide those services in a sustainable manner, it has to be, the beneficiaries have to be financially, economically active. So as long as you're economically active, meaning that you're engaging in a trade, no matter how small, whether you're a barber or you might be a woman that is selling foodstuffs or selling products on the streets, as long as you're financially active, we can do business with you.
Thank you, sir. So how much can an individual or a business organization access?
As a microfinance bank, we're not expected to focus our activities on serving customers that are already served by existing commercial banks. So we have no business with the likes of a Dangote or people like that because they are already well served by existing commercial banks. Our focus are people that fall into the micro enterprise and people that fall into the small, medium scale enterprise. So for the micro enterprise, you can get loans anything from 50,000 to 500,000 naira, whereas for a small, medium scale enterprise, we can avail you of loans up to 5 million naira.
It's nice and it's easy to give loans, but how business friendly is your interest rate?
I would say that our rates are extremely competitive. Customer service for us is not a concept that is a nice to have. Customer service is the bedrock, is the foundation of our business. In addition to the places where we are currently located in, which is we have a head office here in Ikeja, and then we have branches in Epe, Ikorodu, and Lagos Island, and there are plans to rapidly expand our customer touching points across the whole of Lagos State. We have put all those things in place to make sure that a customer that is, for example, in Ikorodu or Badagry doesn't have to come here to enjoy our banking services. From the ATM cards that we have and the agreements we have with our correspondent banks, they can walk into the branches of any of our correspondent banks and have the same level of service. So they can walk into a branch of, for example, Stanbic in Badagry, paying a deposit, withdraw funds, and as they are doing it, as they are leaving the bank, they get a text alert on their phone saying their account has been credited or their account has been debited, as the case may be. That same ATM card gives them access to all the ATM machines of all our correspondent banks. So what that has done is that with the arrangements we've put in place, they have access to hundreds of ATM machines at the same kind of cost and pricing that if they were a member of that bank. So those are arrangements that we've put in place because we know that the customer is the bedrock of our business. And if we are not able to provide them services that they are comfortable of getting with either other microfinance banks or other commercial banks, they will not look at the Ibile name and feel comfortable why they should give us their business. It is important that the reason the customer should do business with us is not because we are owned by the Lagos State, even though, like I said, that's an added advantage, but simply because we offer the best services and products and most competitive prices in the environment we operate in. So for us, those are the things we will put in place to ensure that in terms of customer service and the perception of being customer friendly, we have that rating, that high rating from our customers.
Considering the fact that you're relatively young in the market, how many people have benefited from your services?
We've actually disbursed over 4,000 to over 4,000 customers. Now, the generality of those customers, because we are a primary disbursement partner of the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, so we've disbursed to over 4,000 customers. A significant amount of those customers, I think close to 1,500, are loan customers. And then, of course, the rest are customers that are both loan and deposit customers. So I think it's highly commendable that within such a short period of time, we've managed to reach a significant amount of people. And we intend to do more. This is just the start. In terms of the actual amount of disbursement, I would say that we've done in the region of close to 500 million so far, as at this point.
There is no organization that doesn't have its own challenges.
Correct.
Even though you're still new, you would have gone through some challenges. Can you tell us what challenges you faced so far?
Well, I'll tell you that very simply, the most significant challenge we're facing so far is that of capacity. Let me talk a little bit about that. There is a huge expectation from the residents of Lagos State. And that expectation is to make sure that their tax naira is working for them. And so whenever the Lagos State government has put in place certain initiatives which are for their benefit, there is an excitement and an awareness and a desire by these people to enjoy those, if you pardon me, dividends of democracy, so to speak. So in terms of, like I told you earlier, we've served over 4,000 customers. But when you consider that there are over 20 million customers in Lagos, that might look like a drop in the bucket. So the challenge for us is that of capacity, to grow our current capacity so that we can continue to provide the access to our products and services to an increasing, ever increasing number of Lagosians, so that we can ultimately fulfill the agenda that is very close to the heart of the Lagos State government, which is to reduce, to improve the welfare of Lagosians, to reduce poverty, and also to improve access to funds to help them empower their lives.
Now let's look into the future. How do you see the future of the Lagos State Microfinance Bank?
The future is very bright. We started operations in June 2017, so we've been in operations less than a year, but in terms of the statistics I told you about, in terms of our customer coverage, in terms of what we've been able to do to touch the lives of Lagosians so far, I think we've done quite well, if I might say so myself. But no organization is set up without a business plan, and we are no exception. We have, prior to our being established and getting the license from the Central Bank of Nigeria, a very detailed process was done in alliance with our consultants and our partners to develop a 3 to 5 year strategic plan. And that plan is what is guiding us, as well as the instruction of our board of directors, to determine what we should put in place for the future to ensure that this initiative that has been set up is something that is self-sustaining and will go on in future. So the plan for us is to make sure that within the next 5 years, 3 to 5 years, we're present. We have physical branches in all the 5 divisions of Lagos. Why we are restricting it to 5 branches is because this is 2018. Banking has changed. Banking is no longer dependent on physical branches alone. Even the commercial banks, who have been around for much longer and much bigger, have now started realizing that the advent of technology has given them the ability to deliver service to their customers in a more affordable manner using electronic channels and technology. We are no different. That is why, as part of our service bouquet, in the past, the microfinance banks, because they had a lower capital base, were not able to compete in terms of providing the same kind of banking products and services, especially the services and channels, to their customers because of the lack of finance and the lack of capital. But technology has changed all that. So because of that, we have a world-class banking software. It's called, like I said, it's called Bank One. And that provides us with the access to enable our customers have confidence that their funds are safe. So when a customer makes a deposit, he gets a text alert immediately. He gets a text, he gets an email, depending on what he has signed up to. In addition to that, we provide them other banking channels. We also provide them services that you would expect to see only in a much larger commercial bank. We provide them access to mobile banking. So if you have a mobile phone, you can download our mobile application. And if it's an internet-enabled phone, you can access our banking services. You can check your bank accounts, do transfers, you can pay bills, and all that. If, as the generality of most of our customers fall into the category of people that may not be able to access an internet-enabled phone because of a lack of finance, they are not excluded as well. We have something for them as well. We have USSD banking. So if our customer has a phone which is registered with any of the regular telecoms network, all they simply have to do is dial *540*317#, and it gives them automatic access to all those banking services. You can check your phone, recharge, transfer money, and do all that. So you can see that we've covered the entire bouquet using technology, because we know that that is what will enable us to bridge the gap between a typical microfinance bank and a commercial bank, because our aim, like our vision says quite clearly, is not to be a run-of-the-mill microfinance bank. We want to be at the top of the list. We want to provide first-class microfinance banking services.
Thank you so much for your time so far.
You're welcome.
Not everybody knows about microfinance bank. You know, it's been said that you light won't be seen if you light a candle and you put it under the table. So
Correct.
what have you done so far about publicity concerning your bank?
We've done a whole degree of things. On a regular basis, our business development team engages in what we like to call market storms. So those market storms are, we go out, we take our services. We don't wait for our customers to come to our banking hall and engage with our customer service people. We take the business to them. We go out onto the streets, we talk to them on the streets, we go into the markets, we distribute flyers, we tell them about our products and services. If customers are willing to open their accounts based on the technological platform we've put in place, we're able to onboard the customers right there on the field. We take our customer details and do all that. In addition to that, because we are a child, so to speak, of the Lagos State government, and if you're a child of the Lagos State government, you should leverage on that. So we have a strong partnership with various Lagos State ministries. I talked about the one we have with the Lagos State Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment on the Virtual Artisans Network. And what we've been doing in conjunction with them is engaging in a sensitization program in all the divisions of Lagos State. It's currently ongoing. We've actually been following members, so we have members of our team, our business development team, that are going around with the members of the ministry and going to each of these divisions and areas and registering the artisans, connecting with the artisans, taking their details, answering their questions, providing them more information about the things we do. In addition to that, as you might have noticed, we recently paid a visit to Olu of Ekpe and the Moloja of Ekpe to sensitize them about what the bank has on offer, because the traditional rulers are very key stakeholders in what we need to do. So in addition to that, we also have various channels that we utilize to sensitize, because what I've spoken about these are traditional channels, but because of the advent of technology, we can also take advantage of that. So we use text messaging to reach out to customers, bulk messaging to reach out to them. We also have a website, www.ibilemfb.com, where customers can access, and we even have sections on our website where you can find out details, register your interest in taking a loan, and immediately you do that, one of our members of staff will get in touch with you, and we also provide details about all the things we do in there. So we've gone through all this, and it is an ongoing affair to ensure that we let people know that this is what Ibile Microfinance Bank is doing, and this is what the Lagos State government has put in place to ensure that their welfare and their security or their financial security is improved and enhanced. So it's an ongoing process for us, but it's something we pay a lot of attention to. My name is Adegboyega Kazim. I'm Managing Director of Ibile Microfinance Bank Limited. Ibile Microfinance Bank is an initiative of the Lagos State government that was set up to empower your future. If you come into Ibile Microfinance Bank today, you will have access to a wide variety of banking channels and banking products and services that will truly enable you to have access to whatever you need to do to take you to the next level. Ibile Microfinance Bank today provides you with the ability to walk into a wide variety of banking halls all over Lagos State and do your banking business. And if you're somebody that feels like you don't feel like going into the banking hall today, you can do your banking business on your phone and check your balances, do transfers, and access all that. So if you want to have access to a wide variety of world-class financial services, as well in a convenient, affordable, and flexible manner, get in touch with us today.